all of the projects. I've got a total of 5 projects, and they're all sort of playful approaches as how to make money with art. And it started this summer when I was working as an email marketer and as an e-commerce person. We were working with eBay and working with the eBay API, and I started to build a little box that perpetually sell itself on eBay. That began kind of the series of works that's just sort of playfully trying to make the work itself not act as a commodity per se, but actually as a money-making device. The thesis exhibition itself in the convention center is a completely unique, totally weird, rather atypical kind of exhibition site. And so instead of just presenting a body of work in this big kind of awkward show, how can we use the format of this exhibition to our advantage? And how can we make it different? How can we kind of play with it? The title of my little mini exhibition is The Value of Nothing. The name comes from the second half of Oscar Wilde's definition of a cynic, which is the man who knows the price of everything and the value of nothing. The first half was used in a Whitney curatorial program, and so that was a very analytical kind of approach to this. This is taking the second half and taking a very playful approach to it. I took a dollar bill acceptor, installed that into the wall, so it just simply takes people's money. Then I have a brass donor plaque that is funded by people. It really doesn't exist for any other reason except to give gratitude to the people that funded its creation. And then on top of that, I'm selling my credit card debt that's related to my studio practice. Since all of these projects are kind of circumventing the traditional artist commodity structure, it's then placed inside a white box gallery. Instead of it being populated by a dealer or a gallerina or something like that, there's just a little sign that says "Be back soon." So it's the gallery is at this point kind of a ghost town, sort of temporarily vacated. I mean, a lot of it kind of comes from the sort of anxiety of graduating from grad school, being an artist. Now I got to make money, right? And at the same time, a lot of this started right after. Well, it was right before the big market crash, and it was at the same weekend that Damien Hirst had his $200 million Sotheby's auction. And then everything went to hell. And so I'm pretty much in the same position I was before. I'm still graduating. I still don't have any money. I still got to figure it out. And I think in this sort of post-crash era where everybody's kind of scrambling, trying to figure out what to do, this is sort of a series of options, or sort of, not options, but sort of escape routes in a certain way. I mean, personal ones, not something that I'm proposing anybody else do, but these are just sort of like, okay, well, you can sell your work, or you can just have your work take people's money. It's kind of an extravagant form of panhandling in some way. Today I was just doing the install, so I was sheetrocking, drywalling, painting, because I'm skinning the wall in sheetrock to make it as pristine as I can under the circumstances, just to separate it from the rest of the spaces, because it is a very understated, but still it's an installation. And it needs to be complete in order to really function. And then right now, I'm working on the thesis document, which is actually the exhibition catalog. Instead of being formatted in several chapters, it's got several discrete essays and an interview. The first section is kind of what I've just described, just talking about playfully making money with art and tying it in with the history of conceptual art. The second section is titled "This Is All a Joke, Seriously," and it's a section on humor and just the role of humor in art and kind of the problems that come up with that, and then also talking about humor in different projects of mine. And then the third section, it's more of a conversation between myself, Thurza Goodeve, and Joseph Nekvatal, where we just are simply talking about the projects and kind of talking about what this whole thing is. At RISD in general, the more I've integrated with people across disciplines and across the campus, the more exciting it's become, and the more fertile it's become, and the more I understand sort of what's going on here. It's been exciting, and it's been the way it has informed what I'm doing. I can't really put my finger on it specifically. I think it's because I'm too close to it. I'm still in the middle of it. If we were to have the same conversation in a year, I think I'd have a much better answer for you.